Oh my gosh, guys. I've had my first ever Happy Mail. I'm so excited. Let's go check it out. So, Alicia has sent me some Happy Mail, and I'm not kidding, it's the first time I've ever had Happy Meal. Happy Meal? I've had a Happy Meal before, but it's the first time I've ever had a Happy Meal. And it's, you know, have fun and enjoy, and oh my goodness. Yes, I've had a peek already, so I'm super excited. It's an axolotl. You know, if you're not aware, I have a Amazon wish list. You know, it's in my description box, and you know, if you want, you can send me a gift. And Alicia has sent me a gift. I'm so excited. I was nearly in trouble as well with Mr. Goblin when the parcel arrived. He's like, "What have you been ordering again?" I was like, honestly, I didn't. So I've got all these stickers, Old Time Garden. They're so pretty, and especially these ones. They just make me think of springtime. They're all the pretty flowers. They're so lovely. These are like, I think they're marketed more towards like scrapbooking, but they are absolutely perfect. They're not washi tape, but they are stickers, and they are perfect for, you know, for your molds. And I've had them sitting in my wish list for a while. And there's also this one. This one is very cool as well. Can you tell I'm excited? These stickers are really, really cool. I wouldn't necessarily put them into resin, but I will certainly check this out. That's one of my favourite ones. The heart with the flowers, and also there's lungs with flowers. These are so up my street. I absolutely love them. I think they're going to be perfect for like mixed media projects, like on coffins and wooden trinket boxes and stuff. I only say they're probably not good for resin because of the colour into them, but I guess you could seal them if you wanted to. And these ones, they're all like the sea life ones in like the ocean creatures, and they're all in an array of colours. I don't know if they came in an entire set or if they were bought individually. I would have to check. I genuinely don't remember, but they are amazing. And for somebody to send me all of this stuff, it's absolutely blown my mind. It really has. Look at the jellyfish. It's, you know, my you know, my imagination and, you know, thinking creatively. I was like, oh, I could do this. Oh, I can do that. You know, it's great. It really is great. And I'm, you know, I do this. I'm a full-time artist. So being able to have the affordability a lot of the time to get certain bits and pieces, you know, it's a waiting game. So I honestly, truly appreciate it, because stuff like this, it helps my channel. You know, subscribers, you help my channel. Members, you help my channel. Just brilliant. Just able to let me make more videos. And I just thought I'd have a little look through some of these so we could see together. Mushrooms. Everybody, I love mushrooms. I love painting them. And I love putting them in artwork. I love putting them into resin. I like using them as part of, I say, and again, mixed media. It is my favourite. I do love mixed media. But these stickers are so lovely. And there's like some foliage. So I'm going to put that with the flowers because we're going to do the axolotl today. And honestly, Alicia, if you email me, my email address is in the description. Please email me, and if you want it, I would love to send you the axolotl that I'm making today as a thank you, because I so appreciate it. I really, really do. And have you seen these butterfly stickers? Aren't they awesome? It's so pretty. There is an extra bit of video at the end after I've done my filming and making today, because this box all turned up on Saturday, and then another delivery arrived Sunday evening, and it must have been part of what Alicia sent, so I'll share that at the end. So gloves are needed. Ta-da! Ooh, magic. So I'm using Apex Resin from Just For You Online UK, and I'm going to use blue chameleon powder from Let's Resin. This mould, it actually, I've not got many Let's Resin moulds. I don't have many at all, which is a shame. But I didn't really realise that they put the fluid ounces on them, and it says that it takes 4.5 fluid ounces. So I've made up, I've only made up 4 fluid ounces because this is going to be a 2-part pour. So I'm going to be mixing up more later. So I lost my trail of thought there because my dog was doing something weird and I looked across. So I'm only using the blue chameleon powder in the axolotl's gills, or as Tim from Tim the Bass Resonator calls them, mud flaps. That does make me chuckle, that one. So I'm just getting that down into there, but this powder will do it as it does where silicone is concerned. So you can see that as I've pulled it, it's flown into his face and around the sides, and it's easily cleaned up, which I'm doing now, and I'm just using a big wipe. It comes away nicely, and I did have to keep checking because some of it was on the outside. This mould is so lovely in the sense that it's clear, so you can, to an extent, you can see a bit of what's going on inside. But as I was looking at it, some of the powder was actually on the outside, and I was like, oh, okay. But I've seen many other channels doing this axolotl. I've wanted this mould for a while, and I think it only became available in the UK a couple of months ago now. I've been keeping my eye on it, and I did add it to my wish list, so I'm genuinely so pleased. I've wanted this for the longest time. But every time I've had the possible opportunity, I've had to use my money to actually buy stuff like resin. So, because anything I make from the channel obviously goes straight back into the channel. So, and anything from the shop that I have a space in as well goes straight back into making and crafting. So I just put it back there, and I was happy for my resin to have a little sit and degas on its own. And I'm going to pop in some Super Sparkle White from Mini Scenes GB. It will be linked in the description box below. Tracy sells that, and it is lovely. I'm really enjoying it. very delicate, very similar to the crushed crystal, which is hard to get hold of. Apologies for that. I had somebody come up the driveway and set off my Alexa. So I'm just making sure that's nicely stirred in. I used my Isotoyo Mixer, and as I always say, please make sure that you do scrape the sides of your cups. So I have carefully sprayed some isopropyl alcohol in there. And just as I did, because I wanted to make sure I got some under by the chin, I did spot a bit more blue across the axolotl's mouth, and so wiped it. And I used some kitchen towel, but I didn't rub, I dabbed. So don't rub your molds with, you know, coarse like kitchen roll, kitchen paper, whatever you call it, because you can end up scratching your mold, and that is devastating. It really is. And I don't want to be doing that with a brand new mold as well. So I'm just using my silicone tool to get down into the axolotl's gills. Going from watching other people making this, I know that they have been and can be a problem. And excuse my big old head coming into shot there. You may be able to see the bubbles coming up as I'm pushing. And as the bubbles, can you see it? I'm just popping them out. Like, get out of there. So giving them a squeeze. I'm trying not to be too rough because of the chameleon powder that is dusted down in there. And I don't want to end up causing lots of the blue to come mixing up with the resin, because I want this part, I want the main body part of the axolotl to be clear resin with obviously the glitter. So I'm happy, I think I'm happy with the squeezing of the gills. So I'm just topping it up. I am happy with the amount of resin that I've used here. It's not quite reaching up to the elbow joints of the axolotl, so there's a nice bit of space to put the last pour after this part has cured, so we have a really nice colour going on underneath. And I'm also using my silicone tool to go around the sides and under the chin and along by the tail. And as I said, this mould is really good in the sense that you can actually see any bubbles, which is kind of cool. You know, I don't tend to worry too much about like the micro bubbles and stuff like that. The only thing that does bug me are actual holes. So, you know, that's what I'm making sure of. So I just gave it a little go with my heat gun. And I remembered at the last moment, it was probably a good idea to squeeze the end of the tail. And talking of the tail, I completely forgot that it's like a fin on the top end of the tail, which I would have done with the chameleon powder, but it completely went out of my mind. But it's fine, it's absolutely fine, as it's the first time I'm pouring the mould as well. You know, it's a case of learning for yourself. You can watch plenty of other YouTubers, creators and such doing the same kind of mould, but until you've actually got it, you know, you work the bits out for yourself. So there we go. And just making sure I'm wiping around me, only because I don't want to put my elbows or arms into any of the resin. Oh dear me. This is a handy tool that I'm using as well at the moment. I'll link it in the description box below for you. These are tools used for beauticians. Come in a set of 3. It came with a black, pink and a red one. And they're only around $5.99, and you know, I do like the pointed silicone tools, and these ones have the spatula shape on the end as well, which, you know, I find really useful, especially if I accidentally knock some resin on the lip of the mould, and I can just, you know, usher it back in. So I've chosen a little selection of stickers from the flower set. You know, it's mid-February now. I'm fed up of the cold and I'm looking forward to the springtime. I think many people are at the moment. It's been a pretty long, it feels like it's been a pretty long winter, and a very cold one for many. I'm using the isopropyl alcohol, and as you can see, I'm spraying both the front and the back of these stickers as I'm putting them in. I don't see the need to take the backings off of these stickers, simply because I'm putting them straight into the wet resin. It's not going to make a huge difference at all, not that I think. And of course, because we're looking down at the mould, you need to make sure that the flowers are upside down from our point of view, but they're actually the right way up. I hope that I made sense. I'm not sure if one of them, if I put one in upside down, or if it managed to turn in the resin afterwards, but it's all fine, it'll work out. But just to be wary of that happening. It's not spoilt it or ruined it, don't worry, I sort that out. But yeah, these, I'm really chuffed that a lot of these flower stickers, they all seem to come in multiples of 2. And I just think, well, I've said it before, they're pretty. Yes, they're pretty. They are very pretty. And for something like this as well, you know, one part of me thought, oh, maybe I should have put like the sea creatures into the axolotl, like, you know, ocean creatures, I should say. But as I said, I'm looking forward to the springtime at the moment. And I just thought flowers, it made me feel happy. It really did. And this happy mail, funnily enough, made me feel very happy. It's made me feel appreciated. I feel appreciated, obviously, when I get so many lovely comments, messages, and likes and such. But, you know, imposter syndrome is a thing. And when it's something physical like this that has arrived, it's, I don't know how to explain it, but yay. Anyway, whilst I do this, I'm going to play you some music and give you a rest from my chin wagging.
Start with a spark in your heart. Bring life to your wildest dream. Color outside every line. Watch how the world starts to gleam. Look what we've made, it so bright. A world born from shadows and light. Every stroke, every word turns the dark into something so bright. Build with your hands and your soul. Let imagination run free. Crafting a story untold, we make the magic reality. Look what we've made, it so bright. A world born from shadows and light. Every stroke, every word turns the dark into something so bright. Feel the rush of creation's thrill. See how it shines on the hill. Every whisper, every shout, we're painting a masterpiece now. Stitch the stars to the sky, mold the moon in your palm. We'll make history fly with the touch of a soothing calm. Build with your hands and your soul. Let imagination run free. Crafting a story untold, we make the magic reality. Look what we made, it so bright. A world born from shadows and light. Every stroke, every word turns the dark into something so bright. Feel the rush of creation's thrill. See how it shines on the hill. Every whisper, every shout, we're painting a masterpiece now. Stitch the stars to the sky, mold the moon in your palm. We'll make history fly with a touch of a soothing calm.
We're coming along, aren't we? So I wasn't sure when I started this one if I was going to use the foliage, but I end up wanting to because of having the contrast with, you know, the flowers with some greenery at the back. Don't worry, I do spot that I've put this one in the wrong way round for the mould. I think I notice it after I finish filming though, when I start tidying up, but I do get it turned over. It's a shame because I can't tell from, because obviously I'm sitting and I'm editing after the fact. I can't actually see, or I couldn't actually see if I did put that one flower upside down. It's more towards the head, so can't actually make it out from here. So plenty of stuff in there. It's actually surprising how much you can get inside this mould as well, because I don't know why it has seemed bigger when I've seen other people making it. In my mind, I don't know, I just thought it might have seemed a little bit bigger, but it is perfect. And it's nice. You can see on my little bowl there that there is a butterfly out. I did consider putting the butterfly in, but that actual sticker, it is too big for the mould. I would have liked it up in the head, but I didn't have any more of those ones left. So, or not that I could find, but as you all know, I have a terrible sticker problem. So, okay, this is cured now, and I have had it on my heat mat. I'm going to use Colour Shift powder in blue from Let's Resin. I'm having a Let's Resin day because it's a Let's Resin mould. But I don't tend to use much of the Let's Resin resin. It's a mouthful, isn't it? But you know, at least I'm using the colours. And I'm also going to use my Diamond Frost glitter. This is one of my favourites and my go-tos. Just a bit more. This is a brand new colour as well. I've not had this one before. This came in the very large, I think it's a 60 box set from Let's Resin. My lovely mother and father bought it for me for Christmas. It was a big surprise. It was. I didn't expect it. But I've been loving discovering the colours and having a try of different things. Like before I had this box set, I'd never used interference powder, and it's really cool stuff. It's lovely, and I'm looking at this, and that colour is so nice. It's very, very pretty. I decided I didn't want to back this mould with anything dark. I just thought, you know, with the springtime type flowers, that I really like the idea of having a lovely blue, thinking of like a blue spring sky. So in it goes. Didn't actually, I wasn't thinking at the time. I made up 2 fluid ounces and I probably only needed 1, but that's fine because I know you guys, and I especially, do love doing some extras. If you're hearing any running around, that would be my cats having a funny 5 minutes. Okay, so just making sure, giving it a gentle tap and doing much the same as I did with the first part, and just getting my silicone tool to go around the edges. I haven't used my debubbler at all today. I don't tend to find the need when I'm using Apex resin, which is great. And of course, with this kind of level, you can kind of control it a little bit more. Just using a lollipop stick because my table, I think my table needs to be readjusted. So rather than try and mess about with that for the moment, I'll sort that out another time because I need Mr. Goblin's help. So just lifted it a bit because I could see that they were draining from the top, the feet, you know, up on the top, and filling up at the bottom feet, you know, the bottom feet to us where we are now. So, oh, and this is a new mould that I ordered. There's been a lot of talk about a turtle or tortoise Tuesday, and I genuinely, I have the new large sea turtle mould from Julie Cuts from Pouring Your Heart Out, but I'm saving up for some deep pour resin to do that one. And I only have a large dish tray as well. So I ordered this one as a little diddly one. That only came like 2 days ago. It was just a few pounds on Amazon. And I thought, oh, I'll give it a go because this colour is so lovely. So I'll have a go of this little mould just to see what it's like. I couldn't actually remember what it looked like on the picture. I knew it was diddly. I knew it was small, but I didn't realise it was this small. I did it again. I do this, you know this. So there's still a little bit of resin left over. So I'm pulling out the Froggo, just the little one, because I've been very good, reorganised stuff, got moulds out of tote bags and put them into categories. And what I've also done is I've got a tub right next to my desk of favourites, that were little smaller ones that I particularly like, so I can just reach straight in there whenever I have extras to do. And of course my little froggy moulds are in there, and I am after today I think this little tortoise is going to be living in that little favourite box. But you'll see at the end. Spoiler, it's gorgeous. So, teeniest bit left. And the very, very last tipple of this resin, I'm just put it into like one of my bead moulds, just so it can be used as a filler at some point soon. So, on to the waiting game yet again. And here we are, all in one day. I'm too impatient and too excited to wait. So I'll do as I usually do, and we're just going to have a look at the extras first. So we've got a little Froggo, and that colour is so pretty. I really like it. And check him out. Check out this little guy. Look at him. I have actually got a pet tortoise called Marmite. He's just woken up actually. He's been asleep since the beginning of November. He went into hibernation and he just woke up like 2 days ago, and he's been a hungry boy. So I think that's really cute. I do really like the tortoise. So once again, from watching other people with this mould, I was quite wary with getting it out. So I've done basically with this mould what I do with the frog mould, and I made sure his feet were all basically broken the seal for the mould. I thought, well, I'll get the tail out first because I can roll that, because I was worried about ripping it. And you saw me pushing down like at the shoulder parts as well, just to make sure the seal was broken. I did find this part here just a little bit difficult with getting out his gills, but you can see I've not sped you up for this part. I just took my time and felt around with my fingers. So just a tiny little bit of overage there. The parts they just pull off, which is good. So how pretty is that? That blue, oh, I love it. It is beautiful. See? He's so awesome. And look at that sparkle. That sparkle is beautiful. So that's the super sparkle white in the body and the diamond frost in the arms. So this little guy needs his eyes. I decided not to put eye cabochons in him on the first go. I just wanted to work him out a little bit first, and I knew I could do this. So I'm just gonna, because his body's blue and his gills are blue. I kind of wish that I put the same blue into his gills as his body, but I think it's kind of cool. I think it works okay. I think it's lovely. If I'd remembered about the tail, it probably all would have tied in beautifully. So I'm just gonna put in the blue, and this will take 2 coats. So you give it a few minutes to dry and give it a second coating, and I will also be giving them a UV resin coating because I just prefer it that way. It finishes these mates off. So I thought, well, use my pan to just go down the line very carefully, very gently, and it just adds a little extra volume on it to tie more of the ribbons and section. And it's had a few minutes, so I'm just giving him his second coat of blue on the hands. There isn't a need to, not really, but I prefer doing these 2 coats. That's just me. So this is like I don't want to, it's not white and it's not fully silver, it's a pearl white, like a pearly white. So I'm just giving it like almost like a reflection into the lens. So I think that looks lovely because of the sparkle white. So you can see in the top left of his head, and I'm using J Diction UV resin, I managed to either put the flower in the wrong way up, which it's likely that I did. I don't think there would have been enough room for that sticker to have flipped over in the resin. By the time I put all the other bits and pieces in, I don't see how. So I think it was just my own just cracking on with it and not paying enough attention. So I got out these lovely little resin butterflies. You can find these as fillers on Amazon, on Temu. I think they are also listed as like nail art. So I thought, well, I'll put that on there just to camouflage that slight little boo-boo. But I don't think it does any harm really at all. I think this axolotl is still absolutely beautiful. I am absolutely blown away with how cute it is. You think it's cute when you see other people showing you on their channels, but when it's yours and in your hands, you're like, oh my goodness, look at his face. And I'm like, oh my goodness, look at his face. He is stunning. That little face, you know I am an absolute sucker for these character type molds, and oh, he's so gorgeous. So I'm just putting on some resin on his eyes because, as I said, I like the finish look. Now, I didn't get bubbles, so I suppose they might have been bubbles over the gills, but on the very bottom of this part, it looked a bit scuffy, but it didn't seem to be missing at the same time. So I'm not sure if it was something to do with the micro powder that I put in, but I just added some of the UV resin onto those the little bottom nubs, and it just balances out better. It looks better to the other side. See? So that's there. So no harm, no foul. Look at him. He's so beautiful. What a absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous mould. Thank you, Alicia. I am hoping that I'm saying your name correctly. I know that in Wales that's how I say Alicia. But I am sorry if I am saying it wrong. But you are a superstar. Isn't he gorgeous? And the colours. Whilst the axolotl's eyes were drying, I also put that same blue into the tortoise's eyes. And I'm just giving him a little twinkle. Like that. Because he's really cute. And he deserves a little twinkle. He's going to live on my desk. Oh my goodness, he's beautiful. So with the little froggy, he's just got a little bit of the, on his toesies, just a little bit of the overage going on. And as you could see, it just pulled off. Because he's quite blue, and that blue metallic pen really does marry it well with this colour. I'm just doing the opposite with the frog. So using the pearl white for the main part of the eye, and then using the blue to create the line across his eyes. And just for a change, I'm not gonna UV resin this frog. I think the colour is gorgeous. Doesn't need to be shiny at all, this one. I just think it's really, really pretty. He probably will get a crown in the next couple of days. We'll see. I want to get some smaller crowns because I think they're cute, but I think they need to be cuter. So, he is just stunning. Oh, little nose. Oh my goodness. I'm so pleased. I'm so happy. I hope you've enjoyed this as well. Oh, and these were the J. Diction metallic markers that I used. They were a gift from my parents as well because I'm a spoiled brat. I really hope you enjoyed this and you're inspired. Wait, okay, the glamour shots are incoming, but just before I finished editing this video, another package arrived. I assume it's the same order, but it came the second day. So check this out. Check it out. I've got a vacuum cleaner for my desk, and it looks like a duck wearing a hat. And I love it, and it's awesome, and it works. Ready? Turn it on, and ooh. I know you can't see much of her on my desk, but my name thing up there always gets lots of bits of glitter and stuff in there. Oh my goodness. It is awesome. I'm blown away. I really am. I took it out the box because I was so excited, and it had a charge so I could show you. And they got little extras there, little brush to help clean it out. And an extension to get the, into like smaller areas. And typically I can't open a little bag apparently. Cut my nails again. So dotting tool to the rescue, just to get in between. These are really lovely. They're like the I can't think, steampunk. That's the word, steampunk stuff. And look at that owl. That owl is stunning. Oh, I'm looking forward to using these. I am so looking forward to using them. I'm not sure which make. I have now got a clock mould as well. I'll definitely need more of them, but I do have, I want to kind of do a mixture of different colours of these. So yes, I think I'm going to be saving them for my clock. So another Let's Resin mould, and oh my goodness, this couldn't have come at a better time because I have just been doing a make, and this happened. I kind of ruined my mould. That one wasn't a Let's Resin one either. That was one of your cheap and cheerful ones, but this is a Let's Resin one, and you can feel the difference in the quality. I truly, truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Love you, and stay weird.
In a room full of colors and swirls, Nerd Goblin art draws a magic world, with foxes that prance and badgers that dance, a whirlwind of dreams with a single glance. Gerald the alligator grins so wide, in enchanted waters he loves to hide. Dragons breathe wonder with flames so bright, each creature born from a magic night. Nerd Goblin paints life in every brush, animals frolic in a vibrant rush. From canvases to tales they